Weaknesses: late progressions, poor timing precision, and inefficient exploitation of protection advantages. Comparative analysis and insights. The difference between Wentz and McCarthy under no pressure is stark. Wentz converts clean pockets into steady, efficient drives, plus 0.30 EPA per dropback, while McCarthy wastes protection with overextended reads and forced throws, negative 0.40 EPA per dropback. Wentz operates nearly 0.8 seconds faster, which is a significant competitive advantage, allowing him to hit receivers in rhythm before coverage can close. From a schematic standpoint, both quarterbacks benefit from consistent receiver separation, 3.6 to 3.9 yards, indicating strong offensive design. The contrast lies entirely in quarterback decision-making and processing speed. Key takeaways: Wentz's quick rhythm maximizes efficiency. McCarthy's deep aggression does not translate to production. Faster processing, not arm talent, is the separator in clean pocket success. Tactical implications: for Wentz, the Vikings should continue leveraging quick reads, rhythm throws, and short-yardage combinations such as mesh, dagger, and glance run-pass option concepts. His efficiency from clean pockets justifies expanding the quick game playbook. For McCarthy, coaching should emphasize simplified progression reads, particularly flood, levels, and half-field designs, to accelerate his timing and reduce vertical over-reliance. Targeting a lower air yard depth, from 10.4 to about 8.0, could meaningfully improve EPA and rhythm consistency. Summary: Carson Wentz operates as a model of professional efficiency from clean pockets, decisive, precise, and consistently positive in drive impact. J.J. McCarthy, by contrast, wastes ideal protection through over-aggressive vertical tendencies and delayed rhythm. If Minnesota prioritizes reliability, Wentz should remain the driver of the system. If development is the goal, McCarthy must learn to convert opportunity into efficiency rather than volatility. Passing performance under pressure. Composure versus collapse. This section analyzes Minnesota's passing output when quarterbacks face defensive pressure, isolating their ability to improvise, maintain accuracy, and manage adverse conditions. These metrics are critical for evaluating pocket poise and decision-making resilience when structure breaks down. Overall snapshot: both Carson Wentz and J.J. McCarthy experienced declines under duress, as expected, but the magnitude differs dramatically. Wentz remains controlled and mechanically sound, limiting drive damage, while McCarthy's efficiency collapses entirely. Neither quarterback posts positive expected points added, EPA, under pressure, but Wentz's quick decision-making minimizes losses compared to the rookie's erratic play. Carson Wentz, calm mechanics and controlled losses. Wentz's pressure metrics underscore veteran discipline. He completed 15 of 24 passes, 62.5%, maintaining strong accuracy despite collapsing protection. His CPOE of plus 10.0% is elite, indicating that he completes passes at a rate far higher than expected given throw difficulty. His EPA totals minus 13.9 overall and minus 0.36 per dropback, a mild negative typical of league averages under pressure. Wentz averages 10.9 air yards per attempt, showing balanced aggression while avoiding reckless deep shots. His deep attempt rate, 20.8%, and TTT, 3.26 seconds, demonstrate that he extends plays when necessary but remains under control. His receivers average 3.6 yards of separation, and his turnover-worthy throw rate, 8.3%, is commendably low in high-risk contexts. In essence, Wentz shows veteran poise and mechanical consistency when protection breaks down. His positive CPOE and moderate EPA loss reflect a quarterback who manages pressure effectively, sustaining drive potential even in adversity. Strengths: composure, anticipation, and accuracy under duress. Weaknesses: limited escapability, still incurs minor negative efficiency due to unavoidable sacks or disruptions. J.J. McCarthy, erratic under duress. McCarthy's under-pressure metrics reveal a quarterback still learning the balance between aggression and survival. He completed 6 of 12 passes, 50.0%, with a CPOE of negative 4.3%, indicating below expected accuracy. His EPA sits at negative 20.3 total and negative 0.88 per dropback, reflecting severe inefficiency. McCarthy maintains a 10.1 air yards per attempt average and deep attempt rate, 16.7%, similar to Wentz's, but his TTT, 3.25 seconds, is far too slow under pressure, leading to sacks and forced throws. His receivers average 3.0 yards of separation, only slightly tighter than Wentz's. But his turnover-worthy throw rate, 25.0%, highlights catastrophic risk management. These numbers show that McCarthy's aggression becomes counterproductive when pressured. His footwork deteriorates, timing breaks down, and his decision-making collapses, converting drive opportunities into turnovers or stalled possessions. Strengths: courage to throw deep and maintain aggression. Weaknesses: inconsistent mechanics, poor risk control, and lack of composure in collapsing pockets. Comparative summary and insights. Carson Wentz's plus 10.0% CPOE is a defining stat showcasing superior accuracy and control under stress. McCarthy, by contrast, demonstrates a complete efficiency breakdown, with both negative CPOE and extreme turnover frequency. Both quarterbacks attempt passes with similar air yard depth and time to throw windows, but Wentz's results are far more composed and productive. Key distinctions emerge between veteran experience and rookie volatility. Wentz exhibits structure within chaos, reading pressure and releasing decisively. McCarthy attempts hero throws, holding the ball too long and creating turnover opportunities. Receiver separation, 3.0 to 3.6 yards, confirms that the problem lies in quarterback execution, not route design. Tactical recommendations. For Wentz, the Vikings should continue integrating rhythm throws under pressure, using designed quick rollouts, sight adjustments, and defined hot routes to maintain stability. For McCarthy, the priority is pocket discipline and clock awareness, specifically training to release within 2.7 seconds and improving footwork mechanics. Simplified reads and motion-based pre-snap identification will help him avoid late decisions and forced throws. Summary: under pressure, Carson Wentz's experience allows him to survive the chaos with mechanical precision and drive stability, posting modest negative EPA but elite accuracy. J.J. McCarthy, meanwhile, breaks down mechanically and mentally, with high turnover probability and poor drive results. Wentz survives the storm. McCarthy is still learning how to stand in it. Overall takeaway: when protected, Carson Wentz embodies operational efficiency, quick reads, consistent accuracy, and strong drive-level value. When pressured, he remains composed, mitigating losses through precision and timing. J.J. McCarthy, conversely, underperforms even in clean conditions and unravels under duress, reflecting a developmental quarterback still learning to balance aggression with discipline. In sum, Wentz wins through rhythm, timing, and control. McCarthy loses through hesitation, over-aggression, and inexperience. For the Vikings, clean pocket success and pressure management both point to the same conclusion. Wentz provides stability today, while McCarthy represents a project whose growth depends on mastering timing and decision-making fundamentals. Minnesota Vikings passing efficiency on long-developing and quick-developing plays. 2025 regular season. Passing efficiency on long-developing plays. This analysis examines the Minnesota Vikings' passing efficiency on long-developing plays, throws with a time to throw greater than 2.5 seconds, during the 2025 regular season. This split highlights how Carson Wentz and J.J. McCarthy perform when plays extend beyond their initial design, testing their pocket awareness, improvisation, and deep read accuracy. Long-developing plays are the moments when quarterbacks either create explosive results or invite mistakes. The Vikings' data shows that while both Wentz and McCarthy are comfortable holding the ball, neither converts that patience into sustained drive efficiency. Wentz remains steady but unproductive, whereas McCarthy's aggressive instincts generate significantly negative outcomes. Carson Wentz, controlled but inefficient. Carson Wentz's long play metrics reveal a veteran who extends plays without losing control but seldom produces big gains. He completed 25 of 41 passes, 61.0%, with a completion percentage over expected, CPOE, of plus 0.5%, essentially performing at expected accuracy. His expected points added, EPA, sits at negative 1.3 total and negative 0.02 per dropback. A neutral efficiency rate that signals extended plays rarely add tangible value. Wentz averaged 11.1 air yards per attempt with a deep attempt rate of 24.4%, showing consistent vertical intent but little payoff. His time to throw, TTT of 3.30 seconds, confirms deliberate pocket management, while his receivers averaged 3.4 yards of separation, sufficient space that he failed to fully exploit. His turnover-worthy throw, TW, rate of 12.2% remains within reason for the length of these plays. Overall, Wentz demonstrates composure and safe mechanics, but lacks the anticipation needed to capitalize on late-developing vertical windows. His neutral CPOE and EPA reflect cautious execution. Long TTT without matching explosive returns. Strengths: controlled footwork, conservative risk profile, and consistent short to intermediate accuracy once the pocket stabilizes. Weaknesses: hesitant vertical aggression and minimal downfield anticipation. J.J. McCarthy: aggressive, erratic, and punished. J.J. McCarthy's numbers represent the other extreme. Ambition without restraint. He completed 19 of 34 passes, 55.9%, with a CPOE of negative 3.9%, meaning he underperforms open throw expectations. His EPA plummets to negative 22.6 total and negative 0.53 per dropback, signaling that extended plays routinely cost Minnesota expected points. McCarthy's 11.7 air yards per attempt and 20.6% deep throw rate confirm his aggressive vertical mindset, but his TTT of 3.36 seconds mirrors Wentz's duration while lagging in processing speed. With 3.5 yards of average receiver separation, the opportunities are there, but his turnover-worthy throw rate of 20.6% reveals a dangerous lack of discipline. McCarthy's aggression transforms long-developing plays into volatile, drive-killing sequences. His deep shot attempts, rather than timed anticipation throws, often become forced heaves into coverage. His inefficiency stems not from pressure, but from decision-making lag and poor field calibration. Strengths: arm strength and confidence attacking deep zones. Weaknesses: delayed recognition, inaccurate timing, and excessive turnover risk. Analytical comparison: both quarterbacks hold the ball for over 3.3 seconds per dropback, yet their outcomes diverge sharply. Wentz maintains neutral efficiency through discipline. McCarthy hemorrhages EPA through reckless overextension. With average receiver separation near 3.4 yards for both, the problem lies in quarterback rhythm and timing, not route design. Wentz sustains control, but stalls drives. McCarthy seeks explosions and finds interceptions. Tactical implications: for Wentz, the Vikings should expand intermediate crossing routes, such as dagger or post-over concepts, to translate his pocket stability into more explosive returns, while encouraging release within 3 seconds to capture the intended timing of vertical designs. For McCarthy, simplifying post-snap reads through boot action, layered floods, and half-field progressions would minimize decision stress and improve efficiency. Minnesota's scheme currently averages a time to throw above 3.3 seconds, suggesting a design-execution mismatch that depresses overall EPA. Summary: on extended plays, Carson Wentz exhibits calm control but limited upside, accurate, safe, and essentially neutral in value. J.J. McCarthy shows volatility typical of a rookie gunslinger, deep aggression producing heavy losses in expected points and turnover exposure. Wentz manages the long game. McCarthy mishandles it. The Vikings' improvement will depend on coaching McCarthy toward disciplined timing while leveraging Wentz's structure for deeper but controlled shot efficiency. Passing efficiency on quick passes. This section covers quick passing performance, defined as throws released within 2.5 seconds. Quick game execution reflects how effectively quarterbacks operate on rhythm, process pre-snap reads, and sustain offensive tempo. The Vikings' data shows a clear divide. Carson Wentz is a master of the quick game, executing with pace and precision, while J.J. McCarthy's early struggles expose slower processing and reduced drive value. Carson Wentz: operational efficiency and rhythm control. Wentz completed 44 of 58 passes, 75.9%, with a CPOE of plus 3.2%, showing accuracy above expectation. His EPA totals plus 14.5 overall and plus 0.25 per dropback, confirming strong drive efficiency. Averaging 4.8 air yards per attempt, he maintains optimal short pass depth with an ultra-fast TTT of 2.03 seconds, among the quickest in the league. His receivers averaged 3.6 yards of separation, while his turnover-worthy throw rate of 10.3% stays acceptable given volume. Wentz's success stems from pre-snap recognition and synchronized footwork, consistently keeping Minnesota ahead of schedule. He excels at delivering rhythm throws, slants, curls, outs that neutralize pressure and sustain tempo. Strengths: fast decision-making, high short area accuracy, and consistent drive efficiency. Weaknesses: limited explosiveness and occasional tight window misreads. J.J. McCarthy: learning curve in the quick game. McCarthy completed 5 of 7 passes, 71.4%, but with a CPOE of negative 7.5%, underperforming simple reads. His EPA collapsed to negative 10.4 total and negative 1.48 per dropback, extraordinarily low for short pass plays. Despite 4.6 yards of average separation from receivers, he delivers late and conservatively, averaging only 3.6 air yards per attempt with a TTT of 2.15 seconds. His turnover-worthy rate was 0%, but the lack of risk comes with stagnation. The data indicates that McCarthy's hesitation neutralizes open looks. He identifies receivers but delivers fractionally late, reducing yards after catch and rhythm flow. His conservative approach protects the ball yet sacrifices drive continuity. Strengths: ball security. Weaknesses: slow reads, delayed release, and minimal play creation. Analytical overview. The efficiency gap is massive. Wentz's plus 0.25 EPA per dropback contrasts sharply with McCarthy's minus 1.48, demonstrating how timing mastery directly produces drive value. Wentz's quicker release by 0.12 seconds may seem minor, but defines the difference between completions and stagnation. Even with more separation available, McCarthy's hesitation prevents capitalization. Strategic recommendations. Wentz should continue operating heavy quick game sets, spacing, stick, and slant-flat concepts, while adding shallow crossers to amplify yards after catch. McCarthy's development should emphasize simplified reads with 1 or 2 key options per play, using flood-flat or quick-out progressions to build trust in his timing. Summary: in quick-throw situations, Carson Wentz delivers elite rhythm, accuracy, and positive expected value. J.J. McCarthy remains hesitant, creating safe but stagnant results. Wentz fits the system perfectly. McCarthy must improve processing speed to gain efficiency from easy opportunities. Short-range passing efficiency. Short passes, under 10 air yards, form the backbone of modern NFL offenses, defining timing, rhythm, and yards after catch production. The Vikings data highlights the difference between Wentz's consistent precision and McCarthy's developmental inconsistency. Carson Wentz: precision and rhythm. Wentz completed 52 of 66 passes, 78.8%, with a CPOE of plus 4.6% and an EPA of plus 15.1 total and plus 0.23 per dropback. His average air yards per attempt, 1.7, and TTT, 2.39 seconds, reflect mastery of quick reads, while his turnover-worthy rate, 6.1%, confirms disciplined risk management. His accuracy within 10 yards fuels yards after catch and consistent drive flow. J.J. McCarthy: timing breakdown and inefficiency. McCarthy's short game efficiency collapses with 14 completions on 23 attempts, 60.9%, a CPOE of minus 14.7%, and EPA of minus 17.5 total, minus 0.76 per dropback. His TTT, 2.89 seconds, is far too long for short throws, while receivers average 4.5 yards of separation, meaning open looks are going unused. His turnover-worthy rate, 8.7%, underscores erratic control. Insight and implication. Wentz executes on time, maximizing separation and generating positive EPA, while McCarthy's hesitation wastes favorable spacing and creates inefficiency. Wentz thrives as the rhythmic facilitator. McCarthy struggles with processing simplicity. Minnesota's short game remains efficient only with Wentz operating the system. Intermediate range passing efficiency. Intermediate throws, 10 to 19 air yards, define offensive rhythm and sustained drive potential. Surprisingly, McCarthy excels in this range, showing composure and timing, while Wentz's production is stable but less precise. McCarthy completes 8 of 11, 72.7%, with a CPOE of plus 17.7% and EPA of plus 0.69 per dropback, reflecting top-tier accuracy and anticipation in tighter windows. Wentz completes 12 of 23, 52.2%, with negative 3.2% CPOE and plus 0.26 EPA, a positive but unremarkable output. McCarthy benefits from structured play action and layered reads. Wentz from quicker progressions. In short, McCarthy's natural arm and vision make him an excellent mid-range passer when given time. Wentz maintains stability, but lacks precision. The Vikings can exploit this by designing intermediate heavy play action for McCarthy while keeping Wentz in rhythm-based quick game sequences. Deep passing efficiency, 20-plus air yards. Deep passing performance reveals the core philosophical divide between the two quarterbacks. Carson Wentz is efficient, selective, and productive, while J.J. McCarthy is aggressive, inconsistent, and turnover-prone. Wentz completes 5 of 11 deep throws, 45.5%, with a CPOE of minus 2.4% and an EPA of plus 0.97 per dropback, averaging 16.8 yards per attempt with 0 interceptions. McCarthy completes only 2 of 7, 28.6%, with minus 5.9% CPOE and minus 0.47 EPA per dropback, offsetting 1 touchdown with 1 interception. Wentz's efficiency stems from anticipation and timing. McCarthy's inefficiency from delayed reads and forced throws. The contrast is sharp. Wentz produces deep value through measured risk. McCarthy's vertical ambition undermines offensive efficiency. Minnesota's vertical passing attack is significantly more reliable with Wentz under center. Overall efficiency synthesis. Across all splits, long developing, quick, short, intermediate, and deep, a single pattern emerges. Carson Wentz provides structural efficiency, timing precision, and drive consistency across situations. J.J. McCarthy demonstrates flashes of high-end talent, but suffers from delayed processing, accuracy lapses, and elevated turnover risk. Wentz's command of timing concepts gives Minnesota a steady offensive floor. McCarthy's volatility introduces explosive potential but crippling inefficiency. In all measurable EPA and CPOE categories, Wentz operates above expectation. McCarthy remains below it. Bottom line, Carson Wentz represents stability, discipline, and sustained offensive efficiency. J.J. McCarthy embodies upside potential clouded by inexperience and over-aggression. Until McCarthy refines his timing and anticipation, Minnesota's offense will continue to function best within Wentz's controlled, rhythm-based framework. Minnesota Vikings offensive overview, team-weighted analysis. The Minnesota Vikings offense, when team-weighted across all quarterback dropbacks, trends slightly negative in overall expected points, added per dropback, EPA/DB. Carson Wentz's positive efficiency at plus 0.08 EPA per DB is outweighed by J.J. McCarthy's heavy negative mark of minus 0.61, pulling the collective average below break-even. In terms of pass rush conversion, the team's ratio of sack rate to quarterback pressure rate, sack percent/QBP percent, sits around 0.30 to 0.32, meaning roughly one-third of pressures result in sacks, a higher rate than desirable. This inefficiency is primarily driven by McCarthy's elevated 18% sack rate under a 42.6% pressure rate, reflecting his slower internal clock and pocket awareness. The Vikings' quarterback pressure efficiency, measured by the EPA difference between pressured and clean pocket dropbacks, shows a team decline of negative 0.57 EPA per dropback. Both quarterbacks lose substantial value when moved off their spots, with Wentz at negative 0.66 and McCarthy at negative 0.48, confirming that this offense is highly dependent on protection integrity. Blitz adjustment efficiency offers a contrasting picture. The offense performs better against standard four-man rushes and coverage shells than against extra blitzers. Team performance is mildly positive in this area, but McCarthy's minus 1.46 EPA per dropback versus blitzes severely anchors the overall output. This means Minnesota's passing rhythm holds up in clean, non-blitzed scenarios, but struggles significantly under added pressure. Tempo splits highlight a pronounced advantage for the quick game. The tempo impact differential, quick versus long-developing plays, is strongly positive, showing that rhythm throws materially outperform extended concepts. Wentz exemplifies this with plus 0.25 EPA per dropback on quick passes versus minus 0.02 on long-developing ones, while McCarthy posts minus 1.48 versus minus 0.53, underscoring his inefficiency when required to hold the ball longer. The intermediate range, 10 to 19 air yards, stands out as a relative strength for the team. This zone yields a net positive efficiency largely buoyed by McCarthy's excellent plus 0.69 EPA per dropback, which represents one of the few areas where his arm strength and timing translate into tangible upside. In contrast, deep passing efficiency reveals the opposite trend. The differential between Wentz and McCarthy on throws of 20 or more air yards sits at plus 1.44 EPA per dropback, meaning Wentz's selective deep shots consistently add value, while McCarthy's cost the offense points through missed timing and turnovers. The Vikings' EPA Stability Index, which measures variance across contextual splits, remains high, confirming that offensive output fluctuates considerably by matchup, protection quality, and situational pressure. Their pressure avoidance rate, calculated as 1 minus QBP%/blitz%, is negative overall, indicating that Minnesota allows pressure even without heavy blitzing, a sign of protection breakdowns or delayed decision-making. The team-weighted time to throw, TTT, averages roughly 2.8 to 2.9 seconds, skewed upward by McCarthy's slower processing. This prolonged pocket time correlates directly with the team's poor efficiency on long-developing plays and high pressure-to-sack conversion ratio. In the rushing game, the results vary sharply by defensive box count. Against light boxes, Minnesota posts negative EPA per attempt, failing to capitalize on favorable spacing. Against neutral boxes, rushing efficiency hovers near break-even to slightly negative, though true rushing value improves modestly when factoring in rushing yards over expected from individual players. Against stacked boxes, results are clearly negative, as expected. Directionally, outside runs carry negative EPA per attempt due to inconsistent perimeter blocking and poor edge fits, while inside runs perform modestly better, landing near zero and providing the most stable ground game output. Actionable adjustments are clear. Minnesota should lean more heavily into the quick and intermediate rhythm passing game, particularly for McCarthy, while maintaining Wentz's selective deep throw menu to preserve vertical balance. In the run game, the team must rework its perimeter attack through increased use of misdirection, jet motion, and run-pass option variations, while continuing to use inside zone and power schemes as the foundational efficiency baseline.